How do you practice both in the Middle East and in Hawaii? They're so far apart. Why did you decide to go to the Middle East? This is something that was very commonly asked, and I'm happy to share reasons and how I do this on my YouTube channel. So I first started going to the Middle East about 15, 20 years ago. I have a very close friend, Dr. Adel Kutena. He is from Kuwait, and we did our residency together. We did our training together, and we worked together for about 4 or 5 years or so. Because of that friendship, I decided to go over there and visit him, and one day when I was visiting him in Kuwait, he asked me, why don't you come and work? It'll give you an excuse to come over. So I started working in Kuwait, and he opened a medical center in Dubai and then in Doha. So currently I go to the Middle East and visit his medical centers, work out of them, and have a chance to visit with him, go out to dinner, and just be friends, which is a really nice thing for me to do. However, this is really challenging travel. I think earlier on I had a bit more time, so it wasn't too bad, but nowadays I'm so busy that I really need to maximize the amount of time I have over there in terms of seeing patients and doing surgery and having a little bit of fun, but also the travel is quite long. The distance from Hawaii to Dubai, for example, is about 8,500 miles. Now, we cannot fly direct all the way to Dubai from Hawaii, so generally I need to change somewhere. It's about 10,000 miles going east and 8,500 miles going west. Going west is a shorter option, and that involves 2 flights. Generally a flight somewhere in Asia, which is a larger hub, such as Narita, Haneda, Incheon, so either Japan or Korea, and that's about a 7-8 hour flight. And then there's another flight to Dubai, which is about 9 hours. You factor in the layover time, which is usually about 3 or 4 hours or so, you're looking at a good solid day of travel. Now, when I travel that far, Dubai is actually 14 hours of time difference. So we are literally on the other side of the world and the totally opposite time. So when I'm traveling, I really want to maximize my ability to sleep. I want to sleep at a sort of strategic time so I can accustom to the time zone that I'm going to. So this involves just planning out the travel so that it is as easy on my system as possible. And honestly, when I get there, I am a little bit tired, but working is something that is very energizing to me. And when I'm in the OR, I really don't feel like I'm tired anymore. So as long as I can stay busy during the daytime, often afterwards, I'll just go to sleep and relax and so on. And that's a very good way for me to customize to the travel. Try to exercise as well, but doing little things to help you adjust the new time really does help me. And honestly, when I'm over there, surgery is surgery. No matter whether I'm doing it here in Honolulu or I'm doing it in the Middle East, I have a great team over there in the Middle East in all these locations that has helped support me. I've worked with them for several years now. So I usually arrive and all the consults and surgery are generally lined up ahead of time. Although some patients do decide to have surgery during the visit, we really try to fill the time with surgery and clinic days and seeing past patients, seeing new patients, so that again, keeping busy really does help me customize to the time difference and the different locations and so on. Being used to your surroundings and where I work also really helps. And I've gotten really used to working with my team and the facilities there, so that also does help a lot. I think initially when everything was new, it's a little overwhelming to deal with all these other things other than the surgery itself and the patients. But nowadays, it's really pretty routine when I get there. My schedule is more or less set, and it's just working, doing essentially the same thing I do in Hawaii, but in a completely different location. So fortunately, surgery is more or less practiced the same as it is here, as it is in the Middle East. There's really not a whole lot of difference there. There are definitely cultural differences, but my team over there helps me with both the language and the culture so that everything can be tailored to the different culture of my patients in the Middle East. I do see a lot of expatriate patients, so patients that are either from the West or from Europe who are living in Dubai, and of course those patients are more or less the same as I see in Hawaii. So there you have it. That's how I practice in these 2 completely different areas of the world, in Hawaii and in the Middle East, specifically Dubai and Doha and Kuwait. Hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please give us a like down below, give us a comment, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time.